All right, good morning, guys. Travels with Preston on another adventure with Brian, the Bearded Beast. All right, so it's kind of early. It's 4 something in the morning. We're actually walking downstairs to meet our tour guide. So today we'll be going to Machu Picchu. It's going to be a very, very long day. So we actually have to catch a train. So it's about a 2-hour train ride from Cusco. And then from there, I think we got to catch another train or a bus or whatever. That's maybe about 30 more minutes. So bear with me. It's gonna be a nice long day. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so we just journeyed 1.5 hours from Cusco to get to Tambo. I believe that's what it's called. As you can see, that's our driver. So we're going to the train station. So like I said, it's literally an 1.5 hour drive. So our train actually leaves in about 20 minutes. So we got here just in time. So they highly recommend getting to the train station 20 minutes early. So going to Machu Picchu, you have to have like your passport, and you have to have your visors. Brian is holding the visors. So we just got 2 for 5 solas. And then, so it's supposed to be raining today. So we're actually going to do, we have a poncho. So, all right, so we're gonna check into the train station to catch you on the train. All right, guys, so I just checked in. So this is the actual train that we'll be taking. We're in cart C, as you can see, number 973. So we just checked in. So this is the actual train station that we're at. Brian is actually getting some cafe. So he's in there. So yeah, like I said, it's real nice, actually. You walk straight to the train. So yeah. So now from here, we got 2 hours, all right, guys? So, and also, like I said, these are mandatory to wear, so stuff is fogging up on me and all that good stuff. But, all right, so 2 hours. Let's see how the train is, all right? All right, guys, so we finally made it to Machu Picchu Pueblo. We're actually getting off the train right now, as you can see. So it was about 1 hour, 45-minute ride. Met some nice individuals. One person from Alabama, another person was from Germany. They're really nice people. So we're just making our way off the train. We have to meet our I guess the tour guide on this side, the driver. See what's going on. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Okay. So they take your temperature when you get off. So when you're riding the train, you have to have these visors. So as you can see, it's a little bit clear because I didn't know that you have to take the film off. So it's film on both sides of the visor. So let's see, where is the driver? You gotta go out. Yes. So it looks really nice out here, guys. Definitely gotta get a couple pictures. So yeah, this is crazy nice. All right, so let's keep pushing and see if we can meet our driver. No, I'm okay, thank you. I have a tour guide. No, I'm okay. A tour guide somewhere. No, I'm okay. I have somebody.
John Cody.
Who you looking for?
Grupo Lula.
Oh no.
What are you looking for? John Cody Sterling.
Is it Preston?
John Cody Sterling. In English.
Turner?
John, no.
No, I don't think that's me.
What's your name?
My name is Preston, so I don't think you have.
Maybe other.
Yeah. Let's see.
John Cody Sterling.
Oh, sorry. Trying to find.
Karim Rodriguez. Señor Rodriguez. Angélica Leche.
Wow, this is crazy trying to find. All right, guys, let me put this camera down and try to find my peoples.
Karim Rodriguez.
All right, so we found our tour guide. It's right here.
You can see the logo.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. Yeah. I was looking for a sign with my name on it.
So how's the feeling today?
Good. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling good.
That's good.
Hopefully, it's not too strenuous to get to the top.
Yeah.
How is it going to the top? Is it hard or?
No, so now we're going to the bus station.
Yeah.
So we catch the bus. It's 25 minutes
Okay.
from this town to the checkpoint Machu Picchu.
Okay. 25 minutes. Okay.
It's only 25 minutes. After that, we have two hours guiding in Machu Picchu in the most important places.
Okay.
So you are friends.
Yes.
So welcome to Machu Picchu.
Appreciate it. So what is this city called?
This town name is Machu Picchu Pueblo.
Machu Picchu Pueblo.
But the first name is Aguas Calientes.
Okay.
Yeah, but now
Aguas Calientes.
in the name.
Okay. It's all about marketing.
Yeah, that's the big handicraft here in the town.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to.
There you go, nice view. So Machu Picchu is behind that mountain.
So Machu Picchu is behind that mountain?
Yeah. Behind.
Oh, okay.
So our bus station down there.
Okay. What time did the bus leave?
So it's so we don't have like the time exactly, but the bus is going like when the bus is full going.
There you go.
Go.
And they come back and get them. Okay.
So we don't have like the hour exactly.
Okay. So can we take a couple pictures and?
Yes, we have time, so don't go take
Okay.
picture. Enjoy. Very nice view.
Yeah. How much time do we have?
So this is Machu Picchu Pueblo, and we're gonna enjoy some things. You know what I'm talking about? All right, guys. So let me get my bearings and be right back. All right, guys, so we just got done with the bus ride to the top. See some of the views. So we're gonna follow the tour guide. I got 2 masks on. Try to take one off. All right.
Hey guys, so before we went to the inside, please take toilets because in the inside we don't have toilets in Machu Picchu. In the city we don't have. For that I recommend taking first the toilet because we stay like 2 hours and a half in the inside of the Machu Picchu. Okay? Do you want toilet or?
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Okay. Please, I show you the toilet.
So he recommends that you use the bathroom before you actually go inside. So because we're gonna be in there for about a couple of hours, so we're definitely going to do that. That's a good tip for you guys when you come to Machu Picchu. That there's no toilets once you go past this little entrance. All right, so we're gonna use the bathroom. Be right back. All right, guys. So we're about to start the walk. It's about a 25-minute walk. We just got through the first checkpoint. Well, I guess the first and only checkpoint. So let's see how young Preston do on this 25-minute walk. So I'm trying to show you guys some of the views along the way. So this will be the first view. As you can see, we're pretty high up.
You can see the view, the landscape.
This is so dope, guys. You got to see this in person.
So you could sing and do justice.
So you can see that mountain, the stick mountain.
Yeah.
That mountain name is Putukusi.
Putukusi?
Putukusi. So it's in Quechua. So what does mean Putukusi? The happy mountain.
Happy Mountain.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Why? Because why happy mountain? Because you don't see people in that mountain. Because it's very steep mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So from here, it's 25 minutes from the viewpoint. Okay. So we're going little by little.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Take your time.
Okay. All right, guys. See that? Take your time when you get here. No competition, all right, guys?
Yes, that is not competition.
So,
Enjoy. Very much.
And I want to take this time to say thanks for supporting me. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment, and let me know what you think of the video. So Circuit 1 and Circuit 2 up to Machu Picchu. I'm sure one is harder than the other.
there are no handrails?
No handrails. I gotta get some pictures too. All right, guys, so that's the first view.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
So we're gonna keep going, guys. It's a little sweaty up here. How does it look in 4K? Whew.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's take this picture. We're gonna keep going. All right, guys, so we still pushing. So we came to this sign, platform,
Inferior.
was that the cliff?
Lower part.
Oh, superior, and this is inferior. So we're gonna go to
Superior.
superior route.
Yes.
Not sure what that means, but it's like a lot of damn steps. All right, so let's go.
So this is the original Inca trail.
Oh, this is the original Inca Trail?
This is the original Inca trail.
Oh, coming from out of the mountains?
Yes, you see? That's the sun gate.
Oh,
That is the sun gate.
okay.
So from there you have another nice view.
Wow.
But from here to the sun gate is 1 hour hiking.
1 hour hiking that way? So people still do that trail?
And now, no.
Okay.
Just when the people they come for the Inca trail, they coming. But we have until now
Okay.
the Inca trail tour.
Okay. right, guys. So we just reached the top. Not too shabby. So if you remember earlier in hiking up here, this is where you would come if you do the inferior or the interior route, and you'll come out up here if you do the superior route. So we went the superior route to get the better view. So tell me what y'all think. Since I'm not a hiker, I'll have to say this is probably the best view I've ever seen in my life. So this is just absolutely awesome. So I can see why this is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Whew. Such a beast, 7,000 feet. Or a little over 7,000 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't have to walk it.
No.
So what's going on?
Oh, you can go over there too. You have to pay extra in the transportation to get you up to the top.
All the way to the top?
Yeah.
Hey, how much that costs?
You need to, for that you need to pay like 3 months before,
3 months?
1 month before, because only 400 people.
A day?
Yeah. Per
Oh.
day.
Oh, okay, guys. So yeah, you can go up there if you pay in advance, about 30 days in advance. So that's the infamous picture everybody sees right there, guys.
1 hour hiking.
Ooh, hour hike up there. Crazy. Yeah, that looks a little treacherous. We out here. So this is what travels in my life do. All right. Travels in my lifetime. We go on adventures. Who's coming with me? Who's gonna sign up? Brian, he came out. Go ahead and do this, travel in my lifetime journey. He doesn't seem too disappointed, guys.
Not at all. I've been traveling for what?
A long time.
Yeah.
Wow. This is crazy. Gotta go this way, I guess.
Okay, nice view.
Wow, guys, look at that. So, this is just awesome. Crazy view. Oh, look at that, guys. It's off the chain. Didn't take 2 L's this weekend. Took an L at Rainbow Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another picture time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Okay, Brian. 1, 2, 3. You say Aha.
Aha.
All right, guys.
Next.
All right, so we're on the lower level now. Walking through the grassy knoll, guys. So I guess we're about to get here and get a history lesson, guys.
Okay, first, so welcome to Machu Picchu. Okay, so now we talk about all the history of the Incas, of the Quechuas. Okay, Quechuas. So, for you understand, so the original name, or like of the name of the culture is Quechuas, no Inca culture. So what does mean Inca? Inca mean like the king of the Quechuas.
Okay.
Why Quechua's culture? Because we speak Quechua. Okay. For example, my first language is Quechua. So When I come into Cusco, I learn Spanish and English. But before, I speak only Quechua. Okay, I'm like a Inca's descendant.
Oh,
Okay. I live in in Cusco like 8-10 years. But before I live in the highland, more than 4,000 meters. Okay. Now we talk about of the origin of the Quechuas of the Incas, the first Incas. So according to the histories, the first Incas, Manco Cápac and Mama Ocllo, they starting or they coming from the south of the Peru, where is Lake Titicaca or Lago Titicaca. Okay, it's in the south, and which year in 1200 DC after Christ. You can see here the map of the Tawantinsuyo and Inca's time. If you see, the lake is here in the south. Okay, and they come in the first Quechuas to the valley of the Cusco. Okay, so in which year is starting the growing of the Tawantinsuyo in 1438. Okay, who the Pachacutec, the king Pachacutec, he was the best king of the Tawantinsuyo in 1438. That's the growing, but in 15th century. Okay, in which year is built in Machu Picchu in 1450, according to the histories. Okay, so if you see here the map of the Tawantinsuyo, so what does mean Tawantinsuyo? Tawantinsuyo means Tawa means four in Quechua, and Suyos nations or regions. If you see in the map, the Tawantinsuyo, they have four nations: Collasuyo, Antisuyo, Contisuyo, Contisuyo and Chinchaysuyo.
okay.
The four nations. Okay? Who conquered all the four nations? Pachacutec. In the history we have 14 kings, but the number 9 is Pachacutec. He was the best king for all the Tawantinsuyo.
Okay.
Okay? Until 1532. So what happened in 1532? The Quechuas, the Spaniards. The Spaniards coming to the South America. In this year, all the Incas, they building. When the Spaniards coming, they stop. They stop all the Inca buildings you can see now. Okay, if you imagine, if the Spaniards don't come into the south, to the Cusco, maybe you can see now here more Inca buildings in the top, around of the Machu Picchu, or also in Cusco, all the Inca building, all in Inca Tawantinsuyo. Okay, so what happened when the Spaniards coming? No, so when the Spaniards come in, they destroyed everything. It's for that. If you see in Cusco, you see a lot of churches, Catholic churches, because before we are Andean religions. So for the Incas was the god, the sun, the Pachamama, the Mother Earth, like the natural. But when the Spaniards come in, they changing everything. First the language, the religion. After that, all the culture. It's for that we speak Spanish. The first language is Quechua. Okay. After that, until which year? For 1532 to 1572. So we have problems with the Spaniards and Quechuas. Worms, a lot of worms. Okay, but in 1572, the Inca Imperium died. Why? Because the last king, Manco Inca, he's died in 1572. Where? In the deep of the jungle, Vilcabamba. If you see the trail on that mountain, like line, that's another Inca trail. That trail is going to Vilcabamba, 7 or 8 days hiking from Machu Picchu to the last city of the Quechuas, of the Incas.
So they actually
Yes.
hiked this up in there?
Actually not, but that maybe in the future, the government they cleaning, no?
Okay.
But now, but
I'm saying like the original Incas.
yeah, that's the original Incas
They-
trail to the
Want to build a city, so that means they're carrying stone.
Up this, wow.
yes, okay. Until 1572. After that, all the Inca Imperials die.
Okay.
Okay, after that, all the people they move everywhere to the mountain. It's for that the Quechuas people, the descendants of the Incas, they living in the mountains. It's why? Because Spanish coming, all the people they move everywhere to the jungle, to the highland, like for everywhere. Okay. What happened after that? The Inca Imperials die, and which year is discovered Machu Picchu? In 1911.
1911.
1911. Who? Hiram Bingham. He was from USA. He was teacher. He was professor for Yale University.
Okay.
But Hiram Bingham, he came in for looking the last city of the Quechuas, of the Incas.
Okay.
Where is Vilcabamba? 7 days they hiking from here. Okay? But when the Hiram Bingham coming to Vilcabamba, he come in, you remember all the rail, and you come in train close to the river. He come in hiking. Okay? And exactly, you remember we crossed the bridge in the bus? So from the bridge, there's one small town, the name is Mandor, and Hiram Bingham, he asking in this place, where's Vilcabamba? And the local people say, I don't know where's Vilcabamba. And one guy from this one said, oh, maybe it's in the top. And Hiram Bingham said, oh, in the top. And in this time, Hiram Bingham, he paid just 1 soul for the guy and coming to here. It's for that when the Hiram Bingham come in this year, all the Machu Picchu is covered with the trees. I showed you the picture. I'm sorry, I have here the picture I showed you. Look like that.
Wow.
It's covered with the trees.
Wow.
Okay. In this year, Hiram Bingham, he taking picture, and he coming back again the next year in 1912, but with the big companies, with the National Geographic, Harvard University, Yale University, archaeologists, anthropologists, with the big companies. No, after that, Machu Picchu was very, very famous. Hiram Bingham, he is like a scientific discoverer, but before Hiram Bingham, the local people they come in all over here. Okay, but it's for that Hiram Bingham's scientific discoverer. Okay, why? Because he looking for all the world. No, National Geographic is very, very big company. Okay, so after that, Machu Picchu is famous until 2007. And 2007, Machu Picchu is considered one seven wonder in the world. After that, a lot of tourists. Before pandemic, 6,000 people per day.
6,000 people per day?
Per day, but now you see just half.
Yeah.
Half. Okay. After that, every from different countries coming to Machu Picchu. Okay. So why the Quechuas people they build in here?
I would assume.
Why, if you see around the Machu Picchu, we have a lot of mountains. So the first reason is the water.
Okay.
The water, where's the water here? We don't see here glaciers, nothing, because we are 2,400 meters. So behind you, that mountain is Picchu Mountain. I'm sorry, Machu Picchu Mountain. Behind this mountain, that mountain, I'm sorry, there's one spring, natural spring, and they come into Machu Picchu. They come like in canals. The Incas, they make in the canals, and they come in to the city of the Machu Picchu. Until now, we have water. That is the first why the Incas they built in here.
Okay.
The another reason is when the Quechuas people, they are in the top of the mountain, they are close to the gods. What's the gods of the Quechuas? The sun,
Sun.
el sol,
Yeah.
el Inti, and Quechuas Inti.
Okay.
And the third reason, when you are in the top of the mountain, it's easy for fighting.
Yes.
It's for that we have the highest, the huge mountain and the another mountain, Huayna Picchu and Machu Picchu mountain. That if you went to the highest point, you see around all the Machu
okay.
Picchu. It's for looking.
Looking. Okay.
No?
Smart.
Yes. Okay, so how many people they living in Machu Picchu in Inca's time, according to the histories? 800, approximately 800 people.
Wow.
They living only in Machu Picchu. Okay, so Machu Picchu, they have like different temples. No, the temple of the sun. After that, we will see, and the temple of the moon is behind of the Huayna Picchu. You see the terraces?
Yeah.
Behind there's the temple of the moon.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are Machu Picchu is divided in two sectors, no? Agriculture sector and urban sector.
Okay.
Okay, when Hiram began come in 1911, in these terraces, they grew a lot corn. Corn. Okay. Also, in all the sacrifice of the Incas, they grew a lot corn. It's for that in Peru we have more than 350 types of the corn.
Okay.
And more than 4,000 types of the potatoes. Peru is very, very rich.
Okay.
Okay? That is for now, because we have more and more information. We visit the most important places. If you have questions, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay?
Appreciate it.
Are you understand?
Yes.
So we have more and more information, guys. Okay, we have more time and the most important places in Machu Picchu.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see here behind the door. You see here in the right and the left side and the right side like holes, and in the top. So that is for the close the door.
Oh, there.
Yes. That's for that I told you. That is the main door for the Machu Picchu city. Okay. So which material they use for the door? Bamboo. You know bamboo.
Yes.
Bamboo and the llama skin for the tie. Okay. That's for that. That's the main door from the Machu Picchu city. Okay. We continue to. That's if you see that's the original Inca streets. Okay, they are short ones.
This is the street.
Yeah, the streets.
Okay.
Yeah. So in Cusco and Ollantaytambo, you see like the small trees.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to other side. Please follow me. Perdón. Perdón, papi. Gracias.
The second one they use for people coming to sleeping inside. Yeah? Or people transporting products from the Sector Valley because it no was no enough product to use here.
Okay, here. Okay, so you can see here this big building, big house. That was an Inca same like resting place. Also, this house have 2 floors. The first floor is for sleep, and the second floor is for storage. You know, for deposit the element of the foods. Okay, so for which people exactly? Which people they sleep here? Like the people when the people they come in from the jungle or from Cusco, the people they sleep here.
Oh.
Also, in this Inca time, the people, which animal they use for the transport? The llama. So in which places sleep the llama when the people they come in to Machu Picchu? You remember we passed the main streets. In the streets, the llamas they sleep.
Okay.
Because in Inca time we don't have horse donkeys because they are European. When the Spaniards come and they introduce the horse, the donkey, the cow. They are like European animals, but the llama and alpaca, these animals they are like Incas, like a Peruvian, like
Indigenous to the area.
yes. Okay, you can take picture or. So you see here those houses. No, they are small houses, but they are like come here. So you see here these stones.
Yes.
That's for the tie the roof, because Machu Picchu all the house and Incas and they have roofs.
Okay.
Okay, so I told you which material they use for the tie of the roof. Yes, exactly. Okay, and the bamboo and the high grass. So where's growing the high grass? In the highland. So the high grass is not growing in this area.
Okay.
So the high grass is growing more than 3,800 meters up.
So they had to go up, get it, and
Yes,
bring it back down.
yeah, it's for that. The people from the highland, they come into to Machu Picchu. Sometimes they exchange
Thank God.
with the cord or with some fruit or maybe with the coca leaves, because in the jungle, no, they growing a lot coca leaves, but not exactly in Machu Picchu. But the coca leaves growing more than 1,500 meters above sea level. Yes. You see the numbers in the stones. That's that's for restoration. Yeah, because when in 1911 when the Hiram come in, then I told you a lot of trees growing here. For that, some trees they fall down like natural.
Oh, okay.
That's another sacred place. Normally, you can put in for offering the coca leaves, the chicha, or the best corn. No, that is for the Mother Earth, like offering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a sacred place for the Mother Earth. Okay, so you can see here some stones. They are natural stones, the huge ones. Just in the middle, you see, they making because the Incas, the Quechuas people, they have respect for the naturals. For that, some stones they are still there. Okay, just in the middle, see the another small rocks, but here and here in another side, you see the huge rocks. Okay, now we're going here.
So start this off.
So now we are close, very close to the Temple of the Sun. Okay, behind this building there's the Temple of the Sun. So you can see here, that's like the original houses here. Okay, so you can see here, one window is closed, one window is open. ¿De quién su gorrita es? Okay, if you see all the windows is looking to the east. Oh, you see, all the window is looking to the east, to the east. I'm sorry. Why? Because the sun is coming for this. So you don't see behind this building windows, only to the east.
Okay.
Okay, and the streets to the south, to the north.
Oh.
You remember?
Yeah.
We're coming, okay? The streets is the south to the north, and the windows only to the east.
Okay.
Okay, why? Because the sun is coming from the east.
Okay.
It's for that we have here the temple of the sun.
Okay.
Okay?
You may go to sleep when it sets in the west. You don't want the sun.
Yes, because in Inca time we don't have light.
Yeah.
It's for that the Incas they are very, very smart.
Okay.
It's for that they build in one window, and why one window closed? Sometimes in the window, and Inca say they put in some decorations in the windows, maybe flowers or maybe some objects there of the silver and gold. Okay? Maybe you can take picture. You have from here. You have nice view, eh?
That's like a selfie stick. Be real nice. Look at that.
Okay, guys. So now we are close to the temple of the sun. Okay. So a little more here. So you can see down there, the circle. This is the temple of the sun. So if you see in the middle one window, and the another side that's the another window. So what happened in winter solstice in the 21 of the June? The sun is crossed exactly the top of the mountain and coming in the middle of the temple.
Oh.
That is in winter solstice. What happened on summer solstice? The sun is crossed the sun gate. You see the sun gate there? The top, you see the line, the trial? There's the sun gate, and coming exactly to the middle of the temple. That is every 23 of the December. So that is like the Inca calendar. For the Incas, every 23 of the June or every 23 of the December is a new year.
Oh, okay.
For the Incas. For example, June, July, August, September, October, December. So the sun is going like that.
Oh.
So for the Incas, the sun is moved like in this direction.
Okay.
That's crazy. You can see where the grass gets burnt at because the sun. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, what was saying?
I say the sun is coming. For example, I told you the sun is
It looks like a calendar year.
it's like the calendar of the Incas.
Yeah.
But the sun for the Quechuas, the sun is moved like in this position, no? Like that, like that.
Okay, so it comes in stages.
Yes,
over this
yes,
way.
yeah. It's for that.
Time of the year.
Okay.
Yes, it's for that. For the Incas, every 22 of the June and this in December, for the Indian people is like a new year.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you can see the terraces That is for agriculture. And you see in the front, those houses, they are like storage houses. On the harvest season, the people, they put in Incas time in these houses all the fruits, no?
Oh, okay.
Only in harvest season.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, follow me. Okay, so you can see down there, those houses, they're the king house. So I told you the king is not living in Machu Picchu exactly. The king living in the capital, where is Cusco. Okay, only when the king coming like for vacation, only in this case the king coming to Machu Picchu or like for picnic like that, no? But those houses there, the king of the Inca. Also the house of the Inca, they have like the toilet, like private toilets, like that. Like it's very different, like the houses on here.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, that is so we don't have now it's I told you it's changing after the pandemic. So before the pandemic you can go there, you explore more places, but now it's closed.
Cut off. Okay.
Yes. Okay, that's all for. So you can see here, that's the quarry place. So for this area, they taken all the stones for making all the Machu Picchu quarry. You see huge stones, okay? So you can see in the front, on one stone, see the little holes. That's like the one evidence how the Quechua people they catch the big rocks, okay? Please follow me here. I show you here. I have another evidence here. Here, you can see here how they catch the big rocks, the Incas. Okay, so first, when the Quechua people see like this line, they put in water, a lot of water and sticks. What happens when you put in water on a stick? The stick is punch, and after that they put in like small stones, depending how is open the rock. When it's more big, they put more and more big stones and with sticks. So how they move the big stones? You can see here. This one picture. They put in like the rolled stones. Also, we have evidence in Machu Picchu. After I showed you the rolled stones, that's one evidence how the Quechua people they move the huge stones. Okay, that's another system how they move the big stones. See here. Yes. Okay.
You know what? Yeah, she was. Oh, okay, he got the microphone. Can I see the mic?
Which?
The microphone.
Oh, let me get cute. I'm about to be on.
Yeah. Okay, go and get cute. Go and get cute for the world. You know. Yeah, she was on the train with us from was it Cusco? No, Cusco, but Alitambo. Okay, Alitambo.
Yes.
So, how are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it. It is quite a hike. I'm in good shape, but I'm still like breathing hard. But it's fun. It's worth it. It's beautiful. I'm in awe.
Yeah, man. Like so I said, Preston always like to meet new people. So I'm so glad to see her up here because we was on the train talking about it, and she's up here. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, guys.
Okay, now we are like in the Sacred Main Square. So behind you there's the Huiracocha, the temple of the Huiracocha. And so what does mean temple of the Huiracocha? So temple of the Huiracochas mean like the creator of the world, all the things. Okay? So if you see in the middle of the temple, we have like huge altar. So in the altar they put in some offerings like the coca leaves, the Mother Earth, the chicha, the Inca's beer, and some like a special products, no, for the for the Huiracocha. Okay, so please follow me and show you. So here you see the architects and the build is stone and stone. So where's the technique or the system the Incas they build in here? If you see there one hole and here one hole. So the Quechuas people they put in like a stick rock like that. You know we call in Spanish like machembrado, like whole rock and a stick rock. They have this system. It's for that all the stone still now because they use this system. Okay, it's not like in another place. It's just rock and clay, but here is stone and stone. Also, you can see there in the windows they have like trapezoidal shape. So that is for the earthquakes. It's for that. Machu Picchu is still now. Some Inca buildings don't fall down. Okay, it's like me, no? If you stay like that, you have more stability. What happens if you stay like that? We don't have stability. It's for that this trapezoidal shape have this system. Okay, for the earthquakes. Okay, here behind here you see the three windows. So what are the three windows for the Incas? They're representing the three walls. According to the history, the three walls represent the windows represent the two walls, upper wall, this wall, underground wall, and for the three animals, the puma. The condor, the puma, and the snake. Okay, for the ideology of the Incas, when you die, you have other life. It's for that we have the three walls. When you die, your body's in the ground and your spirit going, and you have other life. It's for that when the king or the Quechuas people die, they put in the best clothes, the best food, because for the trial, for the other life. It's for that when the Spaniards come into Cusco, the Spaniards, because in the sacrifice of the Incas we have big cemeteries. When the Spaniards come in more for gold and silver. When the Spaniards they have this information in the cemeteries, when the people die and they have the best clothes, the Spaniards they go and take in the gold and silver and for the cemeteries. Yes. Okay. But in Inca time, the gold and silver was very important, no? But not like for the Spaniards, for the Spaniards money. But here no. It's for that when the first Spaniards come into Cusco, the temple of the Coricancha, we have the huge temple. When the Spaniards come, all the temples is covered with the gold and silver. Yes, it's the reason why the Spaniards come to the South America, because in all the Tawantinsuyo, they have a lot of gold and silver. Okay?
All right, guys. So I hope you liked the tour of Machu Picchu. I know I really, really enjoyed it. I want to say thank you to our tour guide.
Anyay. Anyay and Quechuas mean thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
For visiting Machu Picchu. Thank you. I'm so happy. Also, I'm working for the Happy Gringo Tours.
Happy Gringo, guys.
Yes. So I'm a new guy in this company. So
Oh, okay.
thank you for visiting Preston.
No problem. No problem.
Appreciate.
Yeah, definitely coming back. So I want you to. So he said that he can climb that mountain in 20 minutes.
Only 20 minutes.
20 minutes for him. So I'm definitely coming back. I won't do it with him. I'll put a tracker on him. So I know his every moves. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. One of the 7 wonders of the world. This was definitely a dream come true. I've been looking at this for years, just like anybody else would. So Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. Make sure you check the Happy Gringos out whenever you come to Peru. They'll definitely take care of you, all right? So this is Travels with Preston, signing out.